Hello everybody, this is another Lighthouse Hall of Fame film, Deja Vu Take 2. We're back in Erlenberg Assault Defense. We're in North American server and I am back in my T21. Same map, same tank, different battle, and it plays different too. 3 artillery apiece, 1 scout apiece. A little bit more balance on our tank composition here. Enemy team has 2 artillery and 4 mediums. We have 2 TDs and 4 mediums. We have 3 TDs, 5 mediums. So not all heavies like the last one we just saw. Off I go to the east. I'm going to play it the same way at the beginning. Not going to have the same level of support. Have a TD coming with me at the moment. Maybe a medium coming across the bridge, but it's not like I'm going to have a lot of tanks behind me, and that's going to impact what I can do. Without the support behind me, I can't rely on people sniping for me, so I have to be a little bit more cautious in how I move back and forth up here and how long I decide to stay. Last battle I stayed until we had 3 heavies move down the middle and I didn't have to be up here anymore. It's not going to happen this battle. Now I have the 416 is coming over here. Looks like another couple tanks are starting to come this way, but they're going to be a while getting here. There's the E25 and a 8.8 moving rapidly up the middle. I'm going to have to pay attention to him. If he comes up here much farther, he's going to be lighting me up as I try to go up the hill, and that won't work. I have to get up to this bush unspotted, and if he moves forward another 50 meters, I won't be able to do that, so I'll have to leave this position. But until then, I'll watch for more tanks. Up, and here he comes right up the middle spur. I'm going to have to leave. I can't get up there without being seen as I back up, so time to reposition. Doesn't help to be stubborn and say I'm going to force it, because if I try to force my way up there and get spotted, I'm going to take big damage or maybe even die. So just got to know when it's time to leave, and right there was the time to leave that spot. I'll just come over here. Not the best position there. I want to reposition after I get concealment back. And I'm going to line up to where that bush right up on top of the hill. I'm going to put that bush in between myself and the tiger, and that way I should get some shots at him without him being able to see me. There's the bush I'm talking about straight ahead of me. He's on the other side of it, so now I can sit here and blink away and he can't see me shooting. So I get to shoot multiple shots. Now he's finally going to run away, because he knows if he stays up there I'll end up taking him out completely. 34-1 over there coming down the middle. Track him, no damage. But again, he can't see me, so I get to shoot poorly at him. He stops behind that building. I just have one little slice of tank at the very back to shoot at. It's going to be a really difficult shot. I got to pay attention to the 26 over there to my left, because he could light me up, either proxy or pull forward a little bit, and he could light me up visually too, so I don't want that to happen while I'm sitting up on top here. But I really want to get a shot at that T-34. Trying to hit that little bit of tank he has offering me, but not quite doing it. So close. Tanks beside me are moving, so now I have to move. I get lit up by those guys. T-34 dies, and now what I'm looking at here is all 3 of those bigger tanks are way forward. If I come around the end here, I think I have a clear path all the way to the south. We got 2 TDs and 2 mediums plus an artillery sitting there to combat those guys. I think it's well defended. The trouble is there's the E25 down here somewhere. There he is. I didn't forget he was down here. I was just hoping he wouldn't see me, but he's sitting in a perfect spot to intercept me. Now I'm kind of worried if I'm going to live or not. I need to get him to come after me. I can't go straight at him because he can fire too fast for me. But if I can get him to chase me in these hills, hopefully I can put him in a position where I can get to his side before he kills me. So I'm trying to use the undulations of the hill to keep him from getting a shot. Now he's coming in, he's going downhill, and he's going too fast to slow down and turn against me. So now I'm beside him. Soon I'm going to be behind him, and then he is going to die. Next shot. Die, little tank. Got him. Not before I blew up a little. The 304 said, okay, he's dead. I'm just going to shoot him, and if I manage to, if I kill the wrong guy, oh well. He's dead anyway. So I know there's a 304 around somewhere. I don't know where he is. I'm headed over this way. If there were any already hiding in these bushes, they would have spotted me and I would have lit up. Oh, here comes the 304 behind me. He was up the east side there. There's a 13 Foxtrot 3 right ahead of me. He shot and missed, so he's going to die. Hopefully I can kill him before the 304 gets here. I know he's coming after me, so I'll turn back towards him instead of trying to find the lorry. And here he comes. Da-da. Little land shark coming after me. Oh, he overleads me, man. He's leading way in front of me. It's going to let me turn back to the left and just take him out. Easy kill. He overplayed his hand there trying to get lead on me. And here comes the Lorraine. He must not be ready to fire or else he'd be shooting. So he's trying to close in. I'm going to try to take a path that forces him wide. Hey, he tries to turn and ram me and misses. If I would have turned in toward him closer earlier, he would have been able to ram me. There's the battle. But I knew because the way he was coming at me, he was going to try to come straight at me and either TD me or while he reloaded try to ram me because I'm so low hit points. So I deliberately stayed to the right, and that prevented him from being able to line up on me for a ram. I just matched his circle and he ended up just going by me. So twice in a row I got somebody to miss trying to come into me hard. One advantage of your scouts is their mobility, and you have to be able to use that to protect yourself, not just as armor, but you know, far away shots, speed can sometimes throw it off, especially if somebody's on auto aim. They can't shoot you when you're going fast, but when you're closer in and somebody's trying to ram, you can use that agility to sidestep them, and then you get an easy kill, as you just saw twice. For this battle, I ended up with 1,906 XP, not XP, damage, and 4 kills, 23 of 36 shooting, that's 64%, 1,072 assisted damage in 5 spots. Lost 56,601 credits because I never switched back from APCR once I started shooting the artillery, which I could have switched back to just AP and saved a bundle of money, but I didn't think about it. 2,031 XP, survived the fight, got a Pascucci, and then got fighter, spotter, duelist, fire for effect, and bruiser mini medals. It gives me a battle score of 2,086. That's good for 10th place on the T21 list right now. And so the overall concept of how I played was the same, but I left for different reasons. Started off coming over here, backed up to the hill and spotted, and right away there's an E25 and the Panther 8.8 was coming down in, probably about right here. And I knew from the beginning if he moved any farther to the north, I'd have to vacate the premises because he was going to force my hand, and either he was going to trap me up on the hill, or I'd be down here and not able to go back up, and then I'd have to face several shots as I tried to get out and around back behind this hill. So one of the things you need to do while you're playing, watch your mini-map, watch your tanks, and understand what their positioning and movement means to your ability to stay hidden and move around without being seen. And what you want to do is be proactive, and if you see a trap being laid, even if the enemy doesn't know they're about to trap you, like this Panther moving north may not have been doing it to trap me, but that's what he was going to do. If he moved a little bit further north, I wouldn't have a way to get out without getting shot. So before he moved into a position that was going to expose me, I leave and go to a position where I maintain control of the fight. If possible, don't let the enemy dictate your fight. When you see something developing that's going to take away your control of the situation, move. move before you lose control, because if you wait until after you lose control, then you're into pure escape and evade mode and you don't always get away. If you get out of the trap before it's sprung, you have a much higher chance of survival, and that allows you to continue the fight from a safer location. I moved over here, used this bush right on top to put in between myself and the tiger, and it let me get 3 or 4 shots at him. And then when all their bigs moved way up, they kind of overextended to the north. That let me slip around behind them. I knew the E25 was down there somewhere. I was hoping he wasn't where he was, but he was. So he got to almost take me out. Probably a better E25 driver might have killed me right there. But I was able to keep him in the hills and use the terrain and his speed against him. So he ran past me, and that let me get in close to him and end the fight, or end that battle between he and I. And then going toward the Artie, I ended up being able to do pretty much the same thing to the Lorraine. It's just I didn't have the terrain to use. I just used his own speed and ability to turn against him. So be aware of situations on the minimap and what they mean to you in the future. It's cool to understand what's happening right now, but good players who rack up big scores, do that because they can take what they see on the battlefield and project that 1 or 2 minutes out and know what they have to do in the future to stay alive and help their team. And that's what you really need to work on. Pretty easy to train yourself to look at the minimap and see what's there. The next step, the next progression in skill and situational awareness is then to learn, based on what I see, what does that mean for me in the future? What does that mean for my team in the future? And then you can start being proactive instead of reactive, and you'll see your scores jump up. From Erlenberg Assault Defense, happy hunting.